So hey folks, welcome back to the channel, and also let me wish you a happy new year, 2025, and yeah, lots of stuff coming up on the channel this year. Really looking forward to it. But on today's video we're going to head out and fit a new device to the Triumph Tiger 1200 Rally Pro. This device is a heads-up unit. It's a Apple CarPlay unit from Aoocci. This is the C6 series. This device has wireless CarPlay. Also, if you have an Android phone, it's got Android Auto. The screen itself is a little bit bigger than my Garmin Satnav that I'm taking off the bike currently. If any of you are interested in that, I'm currently selling that. It's a Garmin XT Satnav. Nothing wrong with it. Used it for about a year and a half, but I'm putting one of these units on instead because I prefer Apple CarPlay. I use that in my car currently and I really like it. The unit does come with forward and rear cameras, 1080p, and can be used on a loop, so as a security device. As I say, it's got Apple CarPlay, it's got Bluetooth for phone and helmet connectivity. It's got an SD card slot, so you can pop that camera system on a loop as well. It's got tire pressure monitoring, which is great, so I can take the unit that I have on the bike off, which to be honest hasn't been really good. You have to keep charging that unit, whereas this is all built in. It also is IP67 waterproof, so I can just leave it on the bike and not have any worries in the rain, which is great. So this device is from Aoocci. They've reached out to me probably about a year ago now, and I just didn't really, or wasn't interested in using the device because I had a Garmin Satnav on the bike, but I've decided to give it a whirl. There's been plenty of videos over the year on how good these devices are, so I wanted to test one out for myself. We're not going to do a fitting video, we're just going to get out on the bike now and ride it, show you some features and functions of the device. It also comes with a handlebar mount remote control, so you can switch with the cameras and do different functions. I'll show you that too. And then after about a month, I'll give you a final thoughts on this device after using it. Let's get out to the bike, get it on, and go for a ride. Okay, so I'd like to shut the engine off to tell you about the Aoocci unit, but it's wired up to my Thunderbox underneath the seat, direct onto the battery, so literally it only comes on when I switch my engine on, which is a good thing. If you haven't got a Thunderbox, I'll pop one on screen now. Great items for adding gadgets and things. I do need to tidy the wiring up down here. I need to run it behind the screen, tidy all that up. But yeah, the 6.5 or 6.25 inch screen, voila. What I do have on this, as I mentioned, is tire pressure monitor system. So if I go onto there, you can see just on the left I've got 38 in the front, 46 in the back. This is warm because I've obviously travelled. What else have I got? If I go onto interconnect and just back, you can just see there I've got Apple CarPlay, and literally I can go through my apps, put Spotify on, use Waze as a sat-nav just there, which is good. And I'm just learning the unit, so bear with me. Google Maps, again, you can have Google Maps on if you want and use that as a sat-nav instead. So that's Apple CarPlay. It's pretty self-explanatory. It's in most cars these days. You've got all your phone calls and all that kind of stuff. So cameras. So as you can see there, the front camera, and also I can put the back camera on the handlebar just here. I'll take my tank bag off so you can see. There's a remote device as well, so I can press the camera to bring it on and off. I can switch that between the rear camera that you see now, or I can have split cameras. So I've got the front on the left and the rear on the right. Train going by. So that's a good thing. So I've got the cameras mounted. I'll show you that just now. So I've got one camera mounted just under the front headlight just there, and I've got one mounted just at the rear just here. One thing I will say, these cameras are really good. They come with good mounts. These are just mounted, by the way, with sticky pads, and 3M sticky pads. They hold. I don't need to screw them into any plastic whatsoever. And the beauty about this system is it works as a dash cam as well. One thing it will do, you've got an SD card that goes in the bottom here. The unit is fully IP67 waterproof. I do love that it has this little sunshade at the top, just to keep that sun off it in hot countries. But yeah, great dash cam unit. And it also has like a G4 setting in it, so if you do have an accident, it will register it and it will lock that loop of video so that you've got it. So yeah, so that little remote is good. You can operate the cameras and answer a phone call and things like that through there, so you're not messing about. I've not been all the way through this. What I want it for is a Satnav, so I can choose between Waze or different apps. Copilot's a good one, or just Google Maps, things like that. I found that the Garmin unit was a bit clunky. You have to keep updating now and then with the maps and stuff like that, so I just wanted something that I can have Apple CarPlay like the car and work seamlessly with the bike. Obviously it's connected via Bluetooth to my phone. You can also set up so that it's connected to your headset to stream music or hear live turn by turn on the Satnav and things like that. But yeah, quite happy with it so far. The screen's really bright. The touch screen is very good and useful. I'm happy with the front and rear camera setup. I think if there was any negative, I'll just turn that off so you can hear me properly. The unit will shut down in a minute. The negatives I found with it, and there aren't many to be honest, and they're little things that maybe Aoocci can remedy, is that the mounting bracket at the back was on like a clamp, and then you had a 1-inch ball mount with a little adapter, which actually on this setup where I've got it on the bar just at the front, just here, it made the unit a little bit too tall and a little bit too far out. So I wanted to utilize the bracket that I had on for the Garmin unit. Now with that, I don't know if you can see just there, it brought it very much close into the bar, and also the bracket is metal and it made it really sturdy. I found that on the 1-inch ball ram mount that they supply, the unit was a little bit vibration, rattly, just moved about just a little bit. So yeah, I rigged my own unit up. It wasn't easy. I had to break off the ball mount on their adapter to then put some screws through holes that were there and in place, so that I could then screw it to that mount. So a little bit of faff about. I think Aoocci recommendation, just offer people more sturdy metal mounts that they can mount direct to a pole or a handlebar, and not have a ball mount setup. So that's my first whinge. What else was there that I found? Oh yeah, the actual screws and the Allen key. It's meant to be a safety system, like a security Allen key. With messing about with the mounts, after a couple of times tightening up and loosening, they were becoming a little bit stripped, so a little bit Swiss cheese on the metal on those. So you could probably offer some proper stainless steel, a little bit harder screws would be a good thing to add. And that's pretty much it. Just a couple of things, minute things, but just the mounting side of it, you've just got to think about how you're going to mount it so that it's secure. Obviously this is permanently mounted, it's not coming off. So yeah, maybe in future you could have a locking mechanism like the Garmin stuff, or the aftermarket Garmin stuff, the locks, so that you could take the unit off. Maybe put a little battery inside it so it has a battery backup, so that then you could program your Satnav before you get on the ride on your adventure or travels, and then just clip it in and lock it and away you go. So that would be a good feature. Okay, so we're going to head down this road just here, go to Scorton and get a nice coffee from the coffee truck, and yeah, I'll show you the unit operating as we go down the road. So a little bit cold still. We've got a little ice flashing up just in the top right hand corner of the dashboard. So the unit was sent to me by Aoocci. I didn't pay for this unit. The actual units are about £178 retail. I'll pop a link in the description below. But also they gave me a discount code, which is so £138, including the discount code MotoUK22, and link is in the description below. Go and check it out. As you know, I only test products that I really like and think are worthwhile on the channel. You do get offered a lot of products, but yeah, only the good stuff gets through to me. So we're just in Scorton now. Great little village just off the M6 in Lancashire, and we're just going to head left just here. Yep, the van's open. Lovely little Citroen van just here next to the Priory, and I'll be getting a nice cup of coffee. Yeah, little Citroen van, coffee truck. They do cakes, sandwiches, and also you've got the seating area just there, which is good. Okay, so we're just back from the ride. I think it'll be a good thing moving forward. The screen is really bright, and obviously you can turn the brightness down if you want to. Really happy currently. Let's see what it's like over time, and I'll give you that final thoughts video. If you're interested in one of these devices, then if you look in the description below, we have a 22% discount code. Just use code MotoUK22 and you'll get that. But yeah, look forward to more videos coming up in 2025. So if you're not a subscriber to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and most of all, if you can give the video a like, guys. Much appreciated. Catch you on another video soon. Ciao for now.